For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zach. I'd like to take a minute to thank all of you for coming, all of you joining us in this celebration. I'd like to thank Kyle and Brooklyn for including myself and all the rest of us in their celebration. And I'd like to give a good shout out to the bartenders because I've been with this crowd and they're in for a workout. Yeah. I've known Kyle for the better part of 10 or 12 years. We had a lot of good times along the way. A lot that we've been through. We met at a party for the first time at my house. Shortly after that, Kyle met Brooklyn. Tiff and I invited him over for dinner. After dinner, we sat on the patio telling stories. She wasn't afraid to poke a little fun at him, have some laughs, and I could see on his face he was falling fast. Brooklyn, you look absolutely amazing today. And Kyle, you are still, by far, the prettiest friend I have. Marriage is not about finding a person you can live with. It's about finding the person you can't live without. Let's raise a toast to Kyle and Brooklyn. Love you guys.
I'm Shelby, one of the matron of honors and Brooklyn's friends. We have been friends. We met in preschool and have been friends for over 20 years now. We've been through everything together. The good times, the hard times, the weird times, middle school. There are so many things that make Brooklyn a good friend. First, she's a hard worker. During high school, she got her math homework done every single day so that I could copy it. Sorry, Mrs. Layton. She also has a great sense of humor. We spent countless sleepovers, car rides, and other times laughing together until we cried. Whether we were laughing at Tim's jokes or quoting the movie Mean Girls, we always find a way to have a good time. And finally, she is supportive. Brooklyn is always there to support the people that she loves. As we have gone through our many stages of our lives, she's always been there for me no matter what. Since meeting Kyle, Brooklyn is the happiest I've ever seen her. Like Brooklyn, he's a hard worker and completes all of her many home project ideas. He has a great sense of humor like Brooklyn and supports her just like she supports everyone else. You two complement each other so well, and I'm so happy that you found each other. So cheers to Brooklyn and Kyle.
It is my joy to welcome you to the wedding ceremony of Kyle Morgan and Brooklyn Litford. Your mere presence here today indicates that each of you hold a special place in the heart of Kyle and Brooklyn. Today is a defining moment in their lives, one that will change the course of their life forever. But this defining moment is more than just a wedding ceremony. It's the joining of two lives into one. For that's what marriage is. The very word itself means joining or uniting. In Genesis 2:18, God recognized that it was not good that man was alone. So he said, I'll make a helper suitable for him. And a few verses later, while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs, closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord made woman out of the rib that he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to him. The first thing Adam said when he saw Eve was, this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. For that reason, God said, a man will leave his father and mother and be united with his wife, and they will become one flesh. Today, Kyle and Brooklyn will be united with God through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. But today, they'll be joining their lives together under the authority of God, just as Adam and Eve did that very first wedding ceremony that he performed in the garden. Now, I asked you a few questions a couple weeks ago. I asked you what you're looking forward to most in being married to Brooklyn. You answered, I'm looking forward to knowing that we get to spend the rest of our lives together. And I get to spend the rest of life with the person that I love more than anything, and I'll be able to wake up every day seeing her right next to me for the rest of our lives. Brooklyn, it's your turn now. I asked you the same questions. I asked you what you love most about Kyle. And your answer was this: the thing I love most about Kyle is his loyalty and how great of a communicator he is. Those are two very important things and things that I've prayed for my future spouse. He always makes me feel like his first priority and has shown up every day for me since. I asked what you look forward to most about being married to Kyle. You said, I look forward to continue to make memories with Kyle and having a family with him one day. I can't wait to have more random weekend getaways and Sunday fun days with church and brunch. It's just the little things. Kyle, my charge to you is this: lead well, lead courageously. Even over these last couple months, there have been some big decisions that need to be made. And they're only going to get more complicated. They're only going to get more difficult. But remember that you have God that has gone before you and knows what's best for you and your family. Love Brooklyn. Pursue her. It's important for a husband to love and to cherish his wife. Make sure Brooklyn sees you pursuing God and His Word, and in times on your knees in prayer. There's nothing more important that you can do than to seek Him first, then lead your family from that place, humbly but confident in His guidance and His direction. Brooklyn, my charge to you is to trust God with all of your heart and to trust Kyle that he's doing the same. Love, respect, and be an encouragement to him. Pursue God with all of your heart. Make sure that Kyle sees you chasing God through time in prayer and time in His Word.
Brooklyn wrote this in honor of her dad and asked me to read it for her. Yesterday, we honored my dad as it was 9 years after his passing, and not a day has gone by that we haven't remembered him. Dad, I'm so thankful to have had you as the perfect example of what a husband and father represents. You were the reason I continuously prayed to never settle and had such high standards for my future husband. You showed us what it looks like to unconditionally love your children and wife, and how to have faith even at the toughest of times. You loved Mom so deeply and gave Brianne and I the best memories of growing up. You were our coach, the best chef before games, the loudest stomper in the gym during those games, the toughest critic after, but more importantly, the most attentive, selfless dad I could have ever asked for. No matter what you were going through on the inside, you made us your #1 priority. I think of you and I think of Kyle, and how many traits are so similar between the two of you. I am so thankful for that, and I believe that that is a huge reason why I've never had any doubts with Kyle since day one. We feel your blessing and approval, even if he is a Purdue fan. Sorry about that. And we pray that you continue to watch over us and always remind us of what is most important in our marriage. One of my favorite lyrics from the song we are about to play sums it up best. For all of your actions, you taught me everything I want my husband to be. Love you always, Dad, and hope to resemble the marriage I was fortunate to see between you and Mom.
So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Brianne, Brooklyn's older sister, and you're gonna have to bear with me through this speech. You saw at the wedding I'm emotional, got some more hormones going on, some more emotional than normal, so you may have to, like I said, bear with me through this speech. So Brooklyn, You know what? Forget that. How about Tim Ledford style, part 2? Hit it. A little ditty about Kyle and Brooklyn. 2 small town kids that have new rings on their hand. Kyle works on the farm all day. Brooks in the salon clipping hairs away. Everyone thinking these two should meet. Will introduced them, and it was destiny. Then first day at Hunter's Pub during quarantine. Next thing you know, he moved in and they got a puppy. Oh yeah, life goes on. Long after the thrill of this wedding is gone. Oh yeah, life goes on. Long after the thrill of this speech is gone. Y'all drink on. Kyle sits back and dreams about the future, thinks about Tim and hopes he's smiling down. Next thing you know, Kyle's on one knee, and he says, "Hey Brooklyn, will you marry me?" And Brooke says, "Hell yeah, 'cause life goes on. Long after the thrill of this wedding is gone. Oh yeah, life goes on. Long after the thrill of this speech is gone." So let's rock, let us roll, let us cheers to 2 young souls, holding on to love for as long as they can. 'Cause babies come around real soon, baby little Kyle and Brooklyn.